Hello, this is Faith at Faith and Books. I thought that I would do a first week, it's October 7th, so the first week of Victober kind of update video because it's going to take me a while to read Bleak House. In fact, I hope that I finish it this month. So I've been doing pretty well. I'm up to page 127. I didn't read this morning because I had a headache, but I'm really loving it, and I kind of wish the rest of my life would disappear so I could just immerse myself in this because it's really, really good. And the mini-series is coming back to me, so I'm remembering the various characters. They were pretty true to it. So I'm just getting into so much has happened in just the first 127 pages, but I am loving it, absolutely loving it. I cannot believe I waited this long to read it, and I thank God that he let me live this long so that I could at least start reading it. So that is already a real winner. So I'm really enjoying that. And I have this new morning routine that I started in October where I get up. And a lot of times I have headaches in the morning because I have arthritis in my neck, and there's something about sleeping that it stiffens up or something, and it just sends this headache shooting up. And so I wake up and I just feel like there's this vise, and I have to get up and like loosen up my neck and sit up. And so I indulged myself, and I bought this thing from the Vermont country store, and you heat it up in the microwave, and it's lavender scented. And then what I've been doing in the morning is I've been heating it up and putting it around my neck to make my neck feel better. And then it's early in the morning and it's dark out, so I don't want to put on the light, the overhead light, because I don't have any good reading lamps really that I can get to in the morning. And then my husband bought this crazy looking thing, but it's for reading. And you put the lights on. Ooh, that's bright. You can adjust the lights. Oops, yeah. Anyway, so I put this on and I read my book. So with the nice hot pack on my shoulders and my neck, and this light on, and then I read in the dark, and it's really nice. And I have my cup of coffee, and it's a very nice way to start the morning. So I'm very pleased with this. My husband just bought this on a whim a few months ago, and it didn't really use it. He tried it once and didn't like it, but I'm taking it over, so because it's working for me. And this is lovely, so I'm really enjoying this as well. Sometimes I heat it up and put it on at night too. So that's my new Victober routine. So I've been trying to read in the morning using that method. And then in the afternoon, I've only gotten to listening to the first chapter of The Fate of Fenella, which was the book, the audio I was going to listen to from LibriVox. And it's there are different chapters each chapter is written by a different author. I heard the first chapter. Fenella is kind of this femme fatale, I think, kind of creature. So I think it'll be interesting. But I only have done that once because life has been kind of topsy-turvy at the beginning of October. I and two other ladies at my church had just finished putting together, and it just took so much time in August and September. At the very end of September and August 1st, we had a 3-night mini retreat via Zoom honoring God's gift of water. So it was all about water conservation and protection and what we can do. And, it's tied in with Laudato Si and, just the idea that the earth is a gift given to us by our Creator, and that we're called to be good stewards of this gift. And it was really neat. I mean, we had a speaker from Catholic Relief Services who had worked in El Salvador teaching regenerative farming techniques to the poor farmers in the dry corridor there, that they are really suffering from these really prolonged droughts. And then they have a really fierce but much shorter rainy season, so the water just washes off, and farms are just failing right and left. Not only the small farms, but the commercial farms are starting to fail. So a lot of them are coming. I mean, that's why they're trying to migrate up here. So it's terrible. Climate change is going to cause a lot of displaced people. So it's really a tragedy. But anyway, that was really interesting. Then we have this beautiful prayer service. My daughter, my youngest daughter, sang the hymns. She just has a gorgeous voice. So that was really, really nice. And then the last day was the day I was in charge, and we had somebody from the St. Kateri Conservation Center. They do incredible things. They have I hadn't even heard of this program. They are helping the Pawnee Indians or Native Americans regrow their heirloom sacred corn. Isn't that a neat project? Yeah, there was a Catholic woman involved with the St. Kateri Conservation Center, and she teaches at a community college in Nebraska or something, and this Native American came and said, we have this one jar left of our sacred corn. Can you help us? And so she got in contact with the St. Kateri Conservation Center, and now there are these farmers all over trying to grow this corn for the Pawnee Nation. Isn't that cool? I thought it was the coolest thing. Anyway, so we heard from her. We heard from a woman who's really involved in nature photography. We heard from this young Catholic environmental activist who had just come back from, well, it was cut short because of COVID, but she was in the Peace Corps down in Panama, helping with reforestation and trash management. Anyway, it really turned out to be a really, really informative, inspirational retreat. But it was exhausting in August and September. So I just sort of was collapsing after that. And then my husband's birthday, well, my daughter and her husband's wedding anniversary, sixth wedding anniversary, was October 4th. My husband's birthday was on Monday, and that was the 5th. And then today is the little 4-year-old I always talk about. He's 5 today. So today is his birthday. So anyway, it's just been it's been kind of a crazy first week of August. So I haven't been that attentive to Victober. I've been trying to watch some videos and that sort of thing, appreciating everything I've seen. I just love the spirit of it, the fun spirit of it. I'm really enjoying Bleak House. I have started trying to do some sketching. I'm trying to be like Beatrix Potter. Here's a rabbit. That's Fierce Bad Rabbit. I copied it from the book. Let's see, what else do I have? This is a not very good sketch of apples. I haven't sketched in a long time, so there's a rabbit. I'm pretty proud of that one. And then this is from the cover of Peter Rabbit, but somehow I did not get the face right. There's a bird on a shovel handle. There's another rabbit. So anyway, I am trying to get started with that. I've only listened to the book, like I said, for the first, oopsie, just knocked something over. Anyway, I don't know if I'll get to it today, but tomorrow I'm really going to make sure that I listen to the next chapter. And then, I don't have any real Victorian clothing or anything, but I just thought I would show off something. This has got kind of collapse, but this is my wedding dress. And I got married in the 80s when there was this revival of sort of Victorian style. And everyone had, blow-dried hair, feathered hair, and then you wore this Victorian style stuff. The bottom part isn't right, though, because it doesn't have enough skirts. It's not full enough. But the top looks very Victorian. And this actually was my sister's wedding dress. She got married, I guess, 4 years before me. And I was getting married on the cheap because I was paying for it, because I was marrying outside of the faith and I was marrying in the Unitarian Church. And so I didn't want to ask my dad to pay for it. Plus, I was a little older. I'd been out of the house for a few years, so I didn't feel like it was right. So anyway, and so I was just going for as cheap as possible. And my sister, at that time, she was a Marine, and they were stationed in Okinawa. So I called her and said, "Can I use your wedding dress?" She said, "Sure." So this is my sister and my wedding dress, and it just took, I think it cost $100 to get it, tailored to fit me. And that was about all I wanted to spend. I never was a big wedding person anyway. I was never one of those girls that daydreamed about my wedding and that sort of thing. I don't know why. To me, it was just an ordeal to get through so I could say I was married. But I never focused on the ceremony or the reception. But anyway, it is very Victorian looking. It's got the mutton sleeves, right? And it's got these fake pearl buttons and the high collar and the lace and everything like that. So I just thought I would show that off because really I think it's the only Victorian thing that I have. So, and my daughter did not want to wear this dress for her wedding. She got her own dress. Anyway, so that's that. Is there anything else that I wanted to say? Is that everything? I think so. So that's it. That's my Victober catch up. Tomorrow I'm gonna listen to the Fate of Fenella and do some more sketching, and I showed off my one Victorian garb, and I'm really, really enjoying Bleak House a lot. So, all right, well, take care and happy Victober. Bye-bye.